Hi, I'm Bill Winterberg of FPPad. I'm here at the T3 conference in Dallas, Texas, and here with me is Jim Lonergan. Jim, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Bill.
So you're CEO of the Connors Group, and you guys have unveiled a product called the Machine Advisor here at the conference. Tell me about the Machine Advisor.
Thank you. It's a product that we've been thinking about. We looked at the advisor space and we asked some basic questions, which were one, what are the three objectives they have for each client? One is to grow their assets, two is to protect their assets, and three is to help communicate. And what we've done is we've been in business for 13 years already, and we've taken all the models that we built, which we'll talk about, and we put it into a software as a service model. And it really is it's a tool to help you actively manage a portfolio. So the Machine Advisor was built so you can actually actively take an active approach inside your own company, managing assets through models that we produce in the system, or you can customize the model specifically to your client's goals. So it's a seamless, structured approach to investing. And again, you start taking control of your client's assets rather than farming them out to other people. It doesn't have to be all in one. You can do it as a complementary to what your other systems do, but this gives you a confidence and a tool to allow you to do it inside.
So Jim, what kind of advisory firm is the machine appropriate for? Is it for an active shop, a passive shop, maybe a hybrid?
It's a great question. I wish I could segment out and say this is the ideal segment, but what we found very quickly is all the above. People that have been taking a passive approach for all these years and all the theories of MPT and everything that have been out there, they've realized that there's, after a 10-year lost decade, as we now like to call it, they need to kind of look at things a little bit differently, maybe complement what they had been doing. So those that were passive are looking and starting to seek for other alternatives. Two, the people that are already active are looking for ways to improve what they've done. And three, those that are hybrid are very easy for us in that they're already in the mindset of I'm looking for both sides, passive and active. So it's really all of the above. What we found so far is people that are in the space less than 10 years are much more receptive for doing things differently. People that have had a difficult time with their client portfolios are willing to look. And then there's everyone in the middle, which is not sure yet, but I'm interested, intrigued. So we've had a good. It's early in the process, but we've seen all the above.
Good. So when an advisory firm is using the Machine Advisor, they'll set up some model portfolios. And what does the machine do to indicate to the advisor that things need to happen in the portfolios, some maintenance needs to go on? What's that process like?
So depending, you can control the activity level for each client. That's the beauty of the system. It's a system where you can define the turnover rates and things like that. So if you want a client or if you have a client that's looking for less turnover, you can control that. So what happens is, if there's a signal in the system that says, buy or sell an ETF or an equity or a high yield bond, it'll send something out at night or first thing in the morning. So it'll be sitting there for you to basically take and then send off to your broker. Now, we've connected with a lot of brokers, so it's fairly seamless. It's almost a click of a button, and that activity, that trade for an ETF or so forth, will go off to the broker. So it's we built it seamlessly for the advisor to make it simple for him.
So with the signals and alerts coming out of the Machine Advisor, is it like a black box portfolio system?
No, not at all. I mean, the beauty of this is we're giving you all the tools, we're giving you all the strategy. You can select, you can know exactly what's in the portfolio, why it's in the portfolio, what strategy it fits under. So you have all access in one system to anything you want to know about the position, the strategies for your clients. So there's no black box. You know exactly how it's done, you know how it's been doing, it's all in one place, and that's really what's unique and different. We don't just send a signal blindly and you have no idea why we did it or whatever. This is a tool that allows you to kind of manage it, see it, change it, adjust it on the fly. So no, it's definitely not a black box. If anything, I'd call it a clear box. It gives you the strategy, it's all there.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah. So if advisors are looking to experiment and implement the Machine Advisor, how are you positioned on cost? How do you price your product?
Yeah, it's funny, since we just launched recently, we looked at it two ways. One was a license fee based on assets, or the second, which is now what it is basis points. We will charge you basis points. So as you grow and your portfolio grows, you pay based on basis points. So in general, it's 20 basis points is kind of depending on what your assets, and it goes down as you put more assets into the portfolio, which we think is the right democratic kind of model, which is the more you put into it, the lower you're going to pay over time. But the base part is 20 basis points.
Okay, great. So Jim, where can advisors get more information about the Machine Advisor?
They can go to machineadvisor.com, and it's a good place where you can really dig in. But I think the best way to really go deeper is, once you're in the site, is connect with us and speak to some of our professional consultants, and they can really go deeper and show you a WebEx and really get into it.
All right.
So, good.
Great, Jim. Thank you very much for taking the time to help me understand machines a little bit more.
Appreciate it.